Sometimes I might seem unconventional. Sometimes I try avoid the usual. But people try to tell me how to live. I try to live my own life, my own way. Let me live my life.
Oh, let me live my life.
Let me live my life.
Oh, let me live my life right now.
Sometimes you don't have to travel far for a different experience, and this time we're leaving Barrow Lodge and heading off to Tofo to the Bamboozi Lodge. It's only 2 kilometers as the crow flies, but I think we're in for a different experience. I was quickly discovering that being in Mozambique does really good things for your headspace. Beyond being in the tropics when my hometown was covered in snow and being ravaged by cold fronts,
Laura, nice to meet you.
The locals were really cool. Don't film my stomach, eh? Wherever we went, there was always a cold one to take the edge off the 30-degree, 100% humidity tropical weather. It's a little like mother's milk, and essential in breaking the ice.
Flying in your ozone, in a low zone. All is coming to a standstill. No one at home. Watching clouds go by in the night sky. While sitting on your roof of thoughts, feeling somewhat out of sorts. I don't know what you've been waiting for.
Crèmes, man.
Time just lying on the floor, feeling sorry for yourself. Is not going to get you off your shoulders.
I met this guy Rob last night. He cooks dinner for us down the boma at the bottom. Finds out that I'm a chef. Well, I tell him I'm a cook. He says chef, I say cook. And the next thing I know, we're having a cook-off. So tomorrow, I've got to have this whole potjie cook-off with Rob, this big Dutch guy with a handlebar moustache and stuff. So I reckon today what I'm going to do is wander off into the Inhambane market and get my ammunition so I can slag him. South African English for kill him when it comes to the cook-off. I want to be numero uno.
Yeah, good. What a funny bunny.
That's the oak I'm cooking, that's Rob. So you can imagine,
You and the Dutch
if I beat him, he'll probably like climb into me or rip me apart with the sharp tongue. But I think I'm gonna rock him. Mozambique was once a Portuguese colony and their influence is everywhere. All I can say is thank goodness Melissa, one of my dearest friends, is with me to help me with the language barrier. Into the market we go. This is a market. This is what I'm gonna rock Rob with, one of these. Eating the unknown. Better than bacon and eggs. So the culinary expedition begins. Delicious, huh? Look at the stoves. What's it called, Melis? Jaline. How am I supposed to write that down? Jaline. I'm gonna try it. Obrigado. I think today's gonna be a day of culinary eye-opening. Is it hot? One of those if I can get my mouth back, man. The devil, it's called the devil. Can you put a beep in here? Me. Some of them are popping. You check popcorn, it's Millie's corn. You have any salt or butter or just the salt we were talking about. Check it, it's like real rock salt. Need a grinder. It tastes like half-cooked popcorn. Oh, they've overcooked them. I would have just done them. This is what's called not a winner. We're going to a restaurant. Is it too early for a beer? I'm not joking. But a frango, galado, and tario, a half a franc. What's that? Lots of Portuguese influence. Okay, well, let's have a prego roll. Who wants a prego roll? 5 prego rolls. While our prego rolls are cooking up at Ponte Finale, we're hitting the bakery. This is palm, what bread? Just normal coconut bread.
I like it with,
They're lovely.
I like it with thick butter and marmite. Dan kan dit sweet tea.
It's delicious. It's like a sweet bread. We were buying prawns the other day. Guy said to us, "No, I got 8 kilos. Go and get our scale. It's 5 kilos." So the price had a drop. Do I look elegant? Obviously not, eh? I don't even think I took the keys out. Not only did I leave the keys in the car, I left the car running.
That's what he said. You heard
Yeah. And it was still there.
and everything's in it.
Bad, bad boy. I've got so used to not locking doors, sleeping with you. Where's my pumpkin? Local prego roll. I was hoping for some of this. Is this also hot, Melis? With their hot sauce, it's like 11 on the 10 scale. Try that one, bro. It's lekker. You can see the flames coming out of my ears and my nostrils. Excellentissimo. When you have this in Cape Town, they always try and overfill it with like loads of meat and sauce and all the rest of it. You don't need that, eh? Like this. Brilliant.
Beyond the major cities in Mozambique, there are very few first world supermarkets. In fact, markets like these are where tourists and locals alike must come to buy fresh produce, all of which is organic. Just beware, however, there's a different pricing system for locals and tourists, and more importantly, be prepared to negotiate and taste everything.
Mucho obrigado. Part 452 of our Mozambican culinary expedition. Wow, these are garlic prawns. Looks better than my food. If not the best garlic prawns I've ever eaten in my entire life. Even better than mine. We're finding out now how to make it. I have to get down on my hands and knees. Please tell me how to make that.
No way.
Hey, the tea favorite. I'm ready, eh? I've decided I'm not doing a cooking show anymore. I'm doing a traveling eating show. I'm just going to travel around the world eating other people's nice food. That was possibly the best garlic prawns I've ever had. So, got all the stuff we need from the market. Just need to get some fish and then I'm going to kick Rob's butt. I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work. Check these and see what I'll do with them later on. Imagine being anywhere else in the world and leaving your wares unattended in the middle of the bush. We could just walk off. We were going to get them now. Look at that. Smell of the sea, not of prawn. Oh, but look, it's not even on zero. Look there, 0 is there. There seems to be some miscommunication. All the scales tell you that it's 2 kilos, 3 kilos, 4 kilos. Doesn't feel like 4 kilos. So we're going to grip our own scale and check it out. Borrowed scale. 4 kilos. 4.
Ela é chefe de produção.
R1 per kilo.
In total, 900 metacash. It's negotiation. We have to see what happens. 1,000 metica. Okay. I don't have the keys, man. Do I? And the only thing I hate about Mozambique is you get everything in plastic. Look at these to fish with. Okay, I'll take a kilo. 2 kilo. Now we're going to try out some palm wine. It's only good for one day. You have to drink it on the day it's made. Made today, drink today, tomorrow, poisonous, hangover, fermented until 500% proof. If I'm walking around like this just now, you know why. Yes, you can check it fermenting there. Look at that. Hey! Is this gonna hammer me, eh? This is gonna hammer me. Ching, ching! Yes, don't know if I'll be doing that again. Taste a little bit like the aftertaste you have in your mouth after vomiting. That's it. I've got everything I need to teach Rob a culinary lesson. Now, if I could just find the bloody car keys. Rob!
What do you want?
I hope you're ready for tomorrow, eh?
Hey, listen to this. You're cheating now.
Why are you
You are a
cheating?
cheater.
I'm not cheating.
Yeah, I look behind the screen. Hey, and there is the screen.
Tomorrow you're gonna suffer, eh?
I'm born to suffer.
Can you imagine cooking with that? If he wins, he might stab me. Hey, do you know what I mean? I might have to lose on purpose. Don't let Rob see what I've bought, eh? Ching ching. It's ambient music now. The lip readers will be going ah ha ha ha, you know. Am I sucking in my chest? So, you can't come to Mozambique without going for a dive, and we're at Liquid Adventures, and in a couple of minutes jumping on a boat and running off to a reef just before Barra for a little bit of snorkeling. The water's warm, tropical fish. But later on this afternoon, Rob and I are having our cook-off, so you can consider this a little bit of headspace for me to get ready for that. Mozambique is renowned for its diving. It's not unusual to have whale sharks or giant manta rays gliding over you. If you ever come to Mozambique, you've got to dive. Snorkeling in warm water and being visited by dolphins, well, it might just be the best day of your life. So we're about to start the Great Mozambican Cook-Off. Competitor number 1, competitor number 2, and the winner. We're having a boerewors potjie here. Potjie is a Dutch oven. I've never heard of a boerewors potjie before.
Exactly.
That's it?
No, that's not it.
Hang on. That's it. Looks appetizing, eh? Right. Now, Potjie, I do that to myself all the time. Potjie pot food is friend food, and I see no reason whatsoever why I should cook this on my own. So everyone is going to help me make their dinner tonight, because if they don't, they have to eat that. When I have crayfish, when I have clams, when I have prawns inside, boerewors, some vegetable horrible thing going on over there, and I have all of this. The first part of my meal is going to start off with these local beans. What's this called? Papatonga. Patonga. There's an amazing white bean in here, but you've got to boil it for an hour and a half to get it. Okay. Dekosani.
Yes.
Dekosani. Patonga, I don't know which, but this is the first part. And at the same time, I'm going to do a little stock out of the kuta bones and stuff I have, because that's the most important part of my meal, because it's going to flavor everything else. They say in Mozambique you can always have flies for free with your food. It's quite true. Watch the disaster happening over here. They're like setting bags on fire. You guys made potjie before, eh?
Only once.
Only once.
And I won that one as well.
Did you? The heat is on. We're looking for a position with our guys for comic relief. I think you'd fit the bill. Nice thing about a potjie pot is you can cook everything in it. Bread, savories, stews, pies, desserts, a whole lot. However, tonight I'm starting off with some stock. Yeah, you can see, eh? Nothing goes to waste.
Fits, I think, on a Nissan.
A little bit of olive oil, garlic, onions. Let that frazzle a bit. Some carrots. Listen, can't you go and film Rob's hacking of that butternut there? And you can see the tension starting to build up, huh? Rob's beginning to feel the pressure. Whole crouter fillet. Cassie, where's? Can you bring me those prawns, please? Just chuck a couple of these on the grid, just the heads. Let them toasty up a bit and actually pull the shell off and chuck the shell in there. When they start toasting up and going all red like that, chuck them in your stock, because now they're ready to add the flavor. Can I have some celery?
Are you sure? Hey, listen, this is getting totally out of hand now.
I got no choice. Please give me a little parsley. Just a little. I don't need all of that. Like that.
There's a half brick just over there.
Once the stock is done, my meal's quick. Rob's meal, however, we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be great stock.
Yeah, this reminds me a little bit here of my youth here while I was in jail.
Step number 2 is boiling those funny little beans. And they've got to boil for an hour and a half. When you take them out, there's a beautiful little white bean in that. And we use that, a little bit of a fish soup starter. Thank you, young man. I think I do need that. Ching ching. Check our clams out. They've been soaking overnight in salt water to spit out the sand. Steam them open for me, that's all. You know where my other pots and pans are. I like having assistants. I think I'm going to have to make everyone else work harder. John, Usongo, can you do me a favor? Can you open all these coconuts and keep the milk inside? Keep it separate for me.
I started sweating a little bit, but I think it was because of the heat of the fire, I'm not sure.
You see how the color's changing and it's gone like all beige now. That's all the juices from the prawn. Starting to flavor my stock. So the rest of my meal is really just about getting prepped to make it all happen in a very short space of time. You can also squeeze beans out. Also, everyone can come squeeze beans out. That's all I want.
Little beans?
You'll see why later on. And then, John, won't you take the shell off these coconuts here and grate it all together into the bowl?
Yeah.
Pop it up, bang!
We've cleaned the fish and the prawns and... clams.
How's it going there, Rob?
Fine, fine, but I start shivering now, no? Because of all the competition.
We'll start off with a little starter because by the time these guys are ready, it'll probably be dark. First thing with my fish coconut soup, to take a bit of our stock, put it through a sieve. Like coconut with the coconut milk. I can't even stand there.
Let's feel. I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything.
Look at me, look at me. And he's...
You crazy.
He heard it, he said it.
Crabs. As it stands right now, you guys are slowing down the whole meal.
No, we're not.
Come, we're tasting life.
Come and just pull the lungs off, pull out the guts and come, rinse it off and give to me. There's a pattern forming here. Look how interesting my food is looking. They're doing chicken. Chicken.
Oh no.
I think at the moment, I'm streets ahead. So while the guys are buggering around, I'm going to finish off my meal. My beans. I love ginger. Some of our Mozambique and devil sauce. Well, it's called kuta, and it's a nice white firm game fish. Some of our clams, shelled prawns, a whack of crab. Leave that for like 5 to 10 minutes. We're ready for the first course, and they're still buggering around with theirs.
Their chicken, part 1.
So I'll whet everyone's appetite with mine and let them fill their bellies with that. You're supposed to drink it like this. And you should be able to taste fish and coconut. It's very clean. And then the rest you can eat with your fingers. It's messy food, huh? You've got to lose your manners here. That's a boerewors potjie. Come have one of these in the meantime, because he's wasting his time over there.
Suddenly, wakes up and just...
As you can see, the sun's gone down, it's turning into a beautiful little evening, and that's nice in Mozambique because it starts to cool down. Then you've got to put on your peaceful sleep because the mosquitoes come out in force.
Finally, we get to our main dishes. Starting off with butter, finely chopped ginger, garlic, and sliced onions. And we're just going to sweat those off a bit, and hopefully I'll win the Mozambican cook-off. Now that the onions, garlic, and ginger, a little fried up, everything just gets added in layers. The lid goes on, and we walk away. The layers, crayfish, prawns, cubed kuta, king mackerel, cubed tomatoes, spring onions, basmati rice. Last but not least, all the stock. 20 minutes later, we'll be eating. Very gentle heat, it's just rice. All you're waiting for the rice to do is suck up all that stock. Now, the poor man's potjie is a pumpkin, chopped off and hollowed out like that. So it's got all that sweetness still inside, and we're going to chuck all the leftover stuff in. You can see even the dogs are starting to hang around my side of the fireplace, huh? Not on the other side, everyone. Give it a little shake. Stay. And this is actually a nice way of making rolls out in the bush. Got to start off with some oil, just enough to coat the bottom of your potjie pot. Then you're going to take your bread dough, and this is a straightforward one. This is 2 cups of brown flour, 2 cups of white flour, 10 mils of yeast, water, and you can see it's risen and already been knocked down. Coat them in oil. This is going to help them to not stick together when they cook up, and place them on the outside edge of the pot. And if there's one lesson I can teach you with food, make your friends wait. Because by the time they get it, they're so hungry, I don't even care what it tastes like. Although mine tastes good. Right, and it's got to go on the fire. And the trick here is you've got to put coals on top, because this is essentially an oven. So if you put coals on top and underneath, you're creating an even heat, not too much. The coals on top will make these rolls nice and crispy. There's only 8 of them though, so everyone can fight over them. Our bread's ready, little snacker for everyone. Fresh Lesotho mountain bread. You know what they talk about, a hot cake? Paul, you gotta put butter on? It's very hot. It's very hot. Are you sure? You fine? And one left for me. You could check that, crispy. Hear that, crunchy, speechless. In that corner over there, we have Neil with his hodgepodge boerewors sausage type meal. In that corner over there, we have Rob with his chicken whatever. And in this corner right over here, we have the Bonello bomb.
Oh, cool.
The problem is all the goodies are at the bottom. Yeah, I'm just checking it out. Well, you can dish up for yourselves, Ham. I don't even think they're going to get to taste those other two dodgy poikies over there. You must have the rice, is excellent. It's like got all those flavors in it, and have a bit of coriander, squeeze of lemon juice. The one thing is it's social food. Check, look at this, everyone parking, eating.
That's why it is what it is, because you sit and watch the pot and then you have a chat around.
The only clear winners in our Mozambique and cook-off are all the friends you see here, old and new. And the great thing is, so we're still here for another 3 days. What's on the agenda? Your guess is as good as mine. But for now, we're switching off the cameras and letting everyone enjoy themselves.